Baba.
Haya, karibu kaeni. Jodolo welo mobiro kawuono jodala duto temo suno sawre uru kendo amora ahinya kaneno ka oganda makwar kae obiro kawuono mar konya bungu. Koran kae kawuono biro kaka or arga kaka or abiro kakro ywago nyamera ka josa kaman kae biro kae otigo chwane uru mondo ne uwa ero kamano mago jodalawa ero kamano ahinya kuom chopoka wabiro mar kowo nyarwa ka Nyabungu, Nyar Jaramogi, Yaroginga, Yarologidho, Yarambajo Bure, Yaroburo Tiaro. Mae nyako malicha ahinya. Akecho se wacho sigande. En nyako mose tiyo matek kuonde mang'eny ahinya. Aneno jo lweny manokedo ga kech kadir chon kaka benika na nyangora diare na iye kacha wani kai obodonge kudarangi bende no kanyo mago langwene tidirika kani kedo ne Uhuru to ka okine ko wacho kanyo ndiki story mar Grace kanyo igon mare iluongo ni Ismail no nen jeduma tegna hinya kirmane janya sai malicha hinya dalane kanya manenti kar chokruok maduong bane jibire tayo senyisi kanyo yo nyitiga akech kanyo maduong ilungo no horo no kaya kurika kech namba 2 madeki lungo na bungu na mangwen lungo onyango sakwa When Ismail no mulungo kuneno kani ema chile kuno chola unya mino bolo tulo hangane waji to bange kanyo nitie jaoko no bendo unge ka jakowar ga kech tae nitie ilungo ni obonyo no wargo chola Just nyolo tek. Obonyo ne makane ngwecho wuok. En just sport moko mpira to ngwech. Kidwa na manyalo dhi go gijo imbo. Aputhi njiri. Obonyo no go bar danger. Orga dhiambo. Kae kawata ko kabiro milongo ni Ochieng. Makoro tin. Tenya kama kuro chogo. Magi jo dalawa kabisa takecho sen samozigande kanyo japuonj to jaode ma onyango baridi ne japuonjwa to koro Grace puonjo motegno mone ai kendo sinju kanyo bimo bedo kansla kendo bedo meya mokwongo koro higa ma 19 kane koro dhi timo yiero osego KPU marufuku osenegi ji Kisumo pinyo yuso licha ahinya ikon jo KPU ok chung koko timo ni clearance e kinyalo chung ka glis ka gir kirage oyudo clearance to ndolo warga poda bendi ka ko ndolo chung Kisumu rural Grace chung Kisumu town ko watimo campaign ni Grace an wuro ka donjo ka wan go donge randa no tie nyangara dier no tie jaho ko no tie to ngane oduro warga gus benen tie ka juru mon bondo benen tie to ko kanyo Grace chungi dano yowi mang'eny mano chung kanyo ko da bonyo moro be tai ne ntija to ko da miluongo ni ingaji mano ko ne pe ko biyo no chungi Grace ko ingaji ma campaign bagen bangi gecho di lo mabor kabisa ko jena werni ayaye ingaji dong kadiedo ingaji dong ayaye ingaji dong kadiedo ingaji dong kadiedo ingaji dong kadiedo ingaji dong kadiedo ingaji dong ko Grace di kucha ma di kicha milongo ni hip point declaration gede gitimo kucha ma gede ge wacho iloso gi nyata ni mondo gonjera mogi mogony ayo timo gi ko bunge kucha timo gi mang'eny record mare bunge nyalo somo umekuda doje mago to tiyo matek yore mang'eny ahinya omiyo kawuono obiro ka mar ko nyako machalo kama nyako motiyo maber iluongo ni en pathfinder kujuma mine no telo chon mo timo gik mang'eny ka piny ne pod oyuso to koro chopo ka kamano omiyo tieko wuodhe kama chopo no higni 94 ko chopo ok yuagi itimo gulu ni celebration ok mano obiro na nyasi mar ginka mar Grace ka wuono koro rone ka bege mo kaka bire tan koro ka oche ke be akepo mo ne direka ko men ka oche kiloso to kiloso ke digri matin to kata kamano ana mor gi spirit maneno ka gima timore thuro ka ok en gima yore osetimore kuonde mang'eny ahinya to nyaka koro walok gik moko thuro kama iluongo ni Afrika nyaka ne gima iluongo ni multi-party B yiero osebedo kitimo to yiero itimo mopogore opogore Kenya ka chalo gi pinje mamoko ni yiero itimo machalo ma iluongo ni ritual itime to ng'ama yombo be oseng'eyo chon kucha kore momiyo adwa nalosi gi jomoko ma ok ni ka yiena and here I now want to address the international community, particularly diplomats in this country who represent other countries who call themselves development partners of Kenya. We want to tell them that democracy is democracy. There's no European democracy, American democracy, and African democracy. Democracy must be measured by the same standards universally. And that you cannot put development ahead of the democracy. Democracy must precede development. That is why we are so surprised to see this diplomat completely turning a blind eye to violation of fundamental human rights in Kenya in the name of development. And most of them having the audacity to misrepresent facts in our country. Like the American ambassador yesterday addressing American businessmen, saying that Kenya last year in August did the most transparent and democratic elections in the history of Kenya. I told her I did not know which country she was talking about. I didn't know which Kenya she was talking about. She had just been here for a few days before this election took place. And then the question I asked, you saw on the critical day, on the 15th of August, the Electoral Commission consisting of 7 members, the chairman and 2 other members saying yes, and 4 members saying no. And I said, if this happened in the United States or in Europe, would that kind of election be considered democratic? Would that election be considered transparent? 4 members of the Electoral Commission dissented. They say we do not agree the results which have been pronounced by Mr. Chebukati. Mr. Chebukati announced, but it was a minority. The Electoral Commission consisted of 7 members because it must be an odd number so that there is never a tie. If there's a division, there must be a winner. And in this case, for the first time we've seen that 3 is bigger than 4. So what we are trying to tell the international community, we Kenyans have a right to question what happened, if only to ensure that what has happened does not get repeated again in 2027. Those commissioners who dissented, who a majority, have been handed out of office as criminals. We've said this is not right. And then we also said that Kenyans have a right, in the light of new information that has emerged, that put to question the results which were announced by minority of members of the Electoral Commission. This is how democracy is built. This is how electoral democracy must be strengthened. And we've said that we do not want lectures from our development partners. We must allow Kenyans to make a decision of their own. And we will continue to question. And we have said that we will demand that the servers must be opened so that we can be able to interrogate the results in the servers. We have said, secondly, that all the 4 electoral commissioners who have dissented must be reinstated back to their positions. Thirdly, we have also said that we must address the issue of the cost of living in Kenya. With the view to lowering it, we must reintroduce the subsidies which were suspended by Mr. Ruto. And fourthly, we are saying that for parliamentary democracy to work, members of parliament elected on a political party's ticket or a coalition ticket must stick to those parties for the life of that parliament. If they resign or show for all practical purposes that they have resigned from their parties and are now voting with another party, that they've closed the aisle, they must resign and go back and face the electorate afresh. That is the only way in which we can be able to strengthen our parliamentary democracy. If you are elected on an ODM as a mere ticket, and you now are dancing with Kenya Kesha and Uda, resign and come and pick the electorate here. Those are the irreducible minimum. The irreducible minimum that we are demanding as Azimio. And we will continue to demand. These are not negotiable. These are not negotiable, and these are rights of the people of Kenya. And we have said, the Constitution of Kenya provides in Article 1 that sovereignty in the Republic of Kenya rests with the people of Kenya. They can either exercise it directly as the people or through the elected representatives. But because the elected representatives are being bought in Parliament, you have decided to exercise the right directly at the people of Kenya. This is what we said. Secondly, Article 37 allows Kenyans to picket, Kenyans to assemble, to present petitions, and also the right to demonstrate, peacefully demonstrate. Our demonstrations are going to continue to be peaceful. They will continue to be peaceful, irrespective of what the police do, in spite of the provocation by the police. So we said yesterday, and I want to repeat it, we condemn in the strongest terms possible what happened yesterday, the attempt on our lives, And that must have been orchestrated and been planned from the very top. We don't want to deal with the police officers. Police officers are just servants. As if a police officer would have no reason to come and shoot Raila Odinga. That police officer was instructed by Inspector General, was also instructed by the minister, was also instructed by his superiors, the Deputy President and the President of the Republic of Kenya. And that's where we place our guns. On Monday, there will be the mother of all demonstrations in Nairobi. Yuthura winjo? Yuthura wiye? Yuthura wiye? Winjo nango? Wuok tich. Wuok tich. Wuok tich. Wuok tich. Iluongo ni mean demonstrations. Kenya te. Tumano ke lweny mar joluo. En lweny mar jo Kenya te. Kama nyama tie nyoro cha majen kede dala ma jo Wakamba mang'eny. Nyocha ni wan gidhurai karo kuche. Moja ni wan kamiluongo ni Kawangwar gi Kangemi. Mago jo toko dera. Kidhi kibira jo Kenya nam gi Wanubi go kuche. Kamora mar jothurwa. Omo jothurwa okwadog chien. Udoro dog chien. Jothurwa wiye. Jothurwa wiye. Tukana muye. Eru kamano. Wani Nyasaye tetu grace kumabere kulomano. Akelo kuyo mar Kalonzo Musyoka kod kuyo mar Governor Paranya kod mgami luongo ni Wajakoya. Eru kamano hiyo.
Aya, wabedru piny mondi, baba pod dok bedo piny, pok watieko. Hello? Kwa luoro baba, to wabedru piny mondo watiek through the service. I hand over to the church right now.
Yeah, thank you very, very much, MC. We also want to thank those